This is the report for the day for the All Strategy Access portfolios in Tradestation 10. We've already done this in Tradestation 9 today. The market is now closed, so we're doing the report in Tradestation 10. You can see how the platform looks a little different, but all the trades are the same. Adaptive moving average plus 1250 on the day, kind of break even. It was short to start the day out and then reverse to long. And so been a weaving type market up here. A little tricky. At the end of the day, it's obvious that the trend was up, but that big gap down on Sunday night always tends to be mean reverted, and last night was no different. It was just the gap down happened a little bit later. It usually opens gap down. It doesn't usually sell off and then rebound. So we've had some gap fills, more gap fills lately, both to the long and downside, or to the long and the short side. And today was a gap open on the day session, and you saw that get filled. Last week we had a gap open to the upside, and you saw a good short trade there. So today, 60-minute breakout was one of the top trades, plus 975 on the E-mini S&P, and gap continuation in Q, plus 875 on this trade. 3 trades in a row. Just the market continues to rise. We thought that the NASDAQ wanted 9,500, and it did. It got there. It's gone about 500 points since the beginning of the month, and wouldn't be surprised to see 10,000 by the end of February. So be careful shorting this market. Have a strategy for it if you do. Don't just short it and hang on forever if you try. So those are the 3 trades in the All Strategy Access 1 workspace stock index portfolio. All Strategy Access 2 stock index portfolio workspace is 60-minute breakout in Q. Also hit its profit target, plus 975 today. In QS3, love this strategy. Love how it just there's a tendency under certain conditions where the market just surges at the open. Fastest profit target of the day, plus $900. And you see that this strategy went through a drawdown last year, and some of you were wondering if we should remove this strategy because it was performing so poorly, and I'll show you that. So it's rebounded. So you don't want to cut all your losers in a strategy. When you have a portfolio of strategies that have different methodologies, some of the strategies are going to go through losing streaks because they aren't in tune with the market. But when the market rotates back to that regime, those strategies will do well. And so if you cut it when it's here, then you miss the rebound, and chances are other strategies are losing when this one's winning. And so you don't want to have a list of strategies where you cut all your losers and you just trade the ones that are strong and they all have the same methodology. Now if they all have different methodologies and you cut all your losers and you trade a long list of strategies with different methodologies that are stronger, that is different. But if you're stuck in a situation where you're trading all similar strategies that are all strong at the same time, be careful when the market mode changes, because you want a different methodologies. And this has rebounded since the end of October. This has rebounded big time. It's really been on a hot streak. Really like this strategy. Like the way it hits its profit targets and sometimes stop losses very quickly. It can hit the stop loss very quickly too. So that's QS3. 5 trades total on the stock index portfolios today. So not a lot of trading. The market internals are very narrow on the NYSE tick. Cobra Euro minus 325. Plus 160 on Asia 4 short. Gold, it is still open on that trade. Soybean swing minus 325. A swing trade that's closed out. Natural gas exited right here. And you see, we talked about getting out on Friday, get back in on Sunday night. It'd be hard if you did that, you would have missed a winner. So, last week you would have gotten in. If you would have gotten out on Friday and got back in on Sunday night, you would have gotten in. You would have been able to get back in at a better price. This week it would have hit the profit target before you would have gotten in at a better price. And so that's the risk of getting out. Sometimes the risk can be the opposite direction. Sometimes you can miss a big gap up against you on shorts or a gap down against you for longs. And then sometimes you can miss a gap up if you're long too. So I'm going to be doing some more testing to see if there is a way to exit a swing trade on Friday, get back in on Sunday night. It's hard to back test that because you want to use the original entry price for your exits. And so I'll I'll take a look at doing that. So there's less over the weekend risk. Overnight risk isn't too bad because the market's really only closed for an hour in a lot of these markets. But over the weekend, it can be a long time to hold a position over the weekend and not know. All strategy access 5, no trades. Those are the trades today on Tradestation 10 for the All Strategy Access Capstone trade.